Hey, happy Wednesday. It's Wednesday, yeah. It's Dr. Manny from Break the Cage MD. Um, I was torn between starting this one off with either Orange Juice's song, what is it? I saw you and him walking in the rain. Well, different notes, but you get what I mean. Let's not get run over by the garbage truck, because that would the recycling truck, because we're all environmentally conscious and whatnot. So, yeah, I was torn between that. Good morning. I was torn between that and starting this video out with Rihanna's Get Under My Umbrella. I'm not even going to try to sing that. Okay, squirrel. So, getting back to today's topic. Let's run through the list again. On day one, we learned that entrepreneurship is a journey. On day two, we learned that entrepreneurship is power. On day three, we learned that entrepreneurship is science. On day four, we learned that entrepreneurship is art. Day five, we started the series with Kairos. Day six, which was yesterday, we went to mythos. So today, that puts us smack in the middle of the week on ethos. So let's look at ethos, and I'm gonna shift the pattern a little bit by do a little pattern interrupt by kind of explaining how ethos and mythos connect. So ethos is, in a lot of ways, it's relevance. You'll hear some people refer to it as relevance. It's the ability to kind of get over yourself as far as being self-conscious, enough to become self-aware, enough to understand the mythos of a community that you're working with and embed yourself in that community and to fit in, to blend, to sound like and act like the people in a given community, not because you're trying to extract money from that community. And there's a funny story. McDonald's made a mistake about doing this, marketing to the urban community, but I'll tell you about that in a little bit if I remember. So it's not about trying to imitate a community so you can fit in and sell them a bunch of products. It's about having done the inner work to get to know who you really are, what your values are, and then to find a community with a mythos that is an amplification of those values. Therefore, you're there, you're being authentic, you're comfortable because you know yourself well enough to be comfortable there, and you're appreciated, you're relevant, you're related, you're part of the crew, basically. And whatever it is you have to offer, which is you, because you're the product, you're the most valuable product, you're the most unique product, you're the product that can't be duplicated once you figure out your true way of being so that your ethos blends in. So I think I've covered that effectively. The McDonald's story. So McDonald's had a campaign to sell whatever combination of processed death to urban environments. And so the first thing they tried was I'm loving it. And that worked well. They were like, oh, I got these urban, I think urban when you're in marketing means black. So I've got these urban kids enjoying the McDonald's more. And so they decided to go a second round and they grabbed another urban phrase, I'd hit that. And so they pushed out the marketing campaign, I'd hit that. Anyone who is urban, insert black, or anyone who has any type of social awareness, even if you're not urban, knows that I'd hit that refers to like sex. So McDonald's essentially was so socially blind, so unaware of the mythos, and so out of their ethos, out of their element, and trying to fake it, that they pushed out this I'd hit that talking about a hamburger. Kind of makes me think of that movie American Pie, but that's another story entirely. So the point is, it's raining enough, so I'm turning around to head back home. The point is, ethos is about learning to be your true self and do it with enough clarity such that people are able to understand the journey that you traveled, are able to understand your mythos, and understanding a community's mythos well enough to realize that that's where you're most valuable, where you're perceived as most beautiful. It's that ugly duckling turning to swan metaphor, if you want to go that way with it, if you want to use that mythology. Is learning to be yourself, learning to be your best self, learning to migrate to where you contribute effectively, and getting to the process of being less self-conscious and more task-conscious, more generative, I guess is Erickson's word for it. Getting where you have outgrown your self-consciousness and you're ready to contribute to a community and be productive. That's ethos. Entrepreneurship is ethos. Break the cage, MD.